Fans, we welcome you back to Minor League Baseball the show. It is our second game of our 4-game set between the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Midland Rockhounds. Well, today we are getting ready for this night of baseball on this October night. 7 o'clock, and it'll be raining here in West Texas, so we won't start the starting lineups tonight. We'll go ahead and skip the starting lineups, and we get right to the game. Well, let's get after it. Matt Vesgersian, take it away.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Midland Rockhounds. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Number 35, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Luis Samuels. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Ready now, Vincent Pollock. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's taken for strike one. 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. McKee is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting first, left fielder, Elvis Gonzalez.
Striding into the box, Elvis Gonzalez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Cannon has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Rich Carrara, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Digging in, Brian Murillo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
Now here's the pitch.
Brian Murillo.
Grounded to short. Farrell is there. And there's one away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
In now, Richard Schmidt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Into the box now, Gaylord Fink, as he grounds one briskly to short. There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Line drive to center field. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Richie Denson.
Coming to the plate now, Richie Denson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in now, Brett Ornelas.
Leading off for the Nationals, first baseman.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fink moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over the first. And he checks all.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo shot here to left as they get on the board first. It's 1-0. In now, Cliff Whiters, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Whiters is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
McKee will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Cannon over to his left, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. On now to the bottom of the second. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Kurt McKee, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall in right field. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a managed scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Standing in now, William Reese. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Gonzalez is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Back to him on the mound. Oh, he misses it. Oh, he's in.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Miguel Ibanez. He swings and grounds it to short. A bare hand for the double play to get him out of the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Rick James.
Leading off with a natural.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. McKee has a beat on it. One away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Russell Farrell.
The rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there. You have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Luis Samuels.
So stepping in, Luis Samuels. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reese is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Brian Murillo. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. A little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Gaylord Fink.
Fink.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Chauncey Clevenger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Hard hit towards center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Stepping in, Richie Denson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Has a look, now the pitch. Line hard to center field. Whiters is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Now in the box, Vincent Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Vincent.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 1-1. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-World, not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Murillo backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brett.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brett Ornelas. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
McKee will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dustin May. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. 0-1, here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
The 0-2 once more. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Cliff Whiters, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This one's flared toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
He wants it.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, James Uwasi. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Behind 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fouled away. 0-2 once more. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there. And the run is in to score from second.
Well, there you go. Another hit surrendered. And I think he's just run into a wall out there on the mound. These batters aren't looking like they're getting fooled anymore.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Thomas Gutierrez answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Rick James, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Whiters at second, Uwasi on at first with 2 down. And he takes a called strike up and out over the plate, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Number 57 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 57.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 5 base hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Naturals lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Kurt McKee, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Now batting, center fielder, William.
At the plate, William Reese. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, hit hard. Oh, he makes the stop. He's up with it, the throw. Hey now.
That was a great defensive play there. You know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
Standing in now, Damian Cannon. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. So digging in now, Luis Samuels. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hits are even at 7 apiece. The bouncer to the left side, reined in. One there, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the one out.
Now to the plate, Elvis Gonzalez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Reese is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
First baseman, number 1.
Striding in once again, Brett Ornelas. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Called strike 0-2. Pollock leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Striding in, Miguel Ibanez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Farrell. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 24. Second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Murillo. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Pollock fields it cleanly on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
First baseman, number 23. Richard Schmidt.
So striding in, Richard Schmidt. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground toward the left. To his left, James. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 4-0. Digging in, Dustin May. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And this is taken in for out number 1.
How about it?
Ready for another shot now, Cliff Whiters. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. No balls and 1 strike. And that one right down Main Street.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Popped him up. Murillo onto the grass. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Ready for another chance. James Uwasi. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, McKee. And that ends the inning. Now batting, Gaylord Fink, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Softly hit out toward short, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chauncey Clevenger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's safe.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
In now, Richie Denson. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, Kurt McKee. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Line drive to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We're through 6 full. The Naturals lead it 4-1. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. At the plate, Rick James. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. No balls and a strike to count. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
The batter, 3-0. Shortstop.
Stepping up to the plate, Russell Farrell. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And, looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. James aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Russell Farrell becomes the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
The second for 1.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Stepping in now, Vincent Pollock, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up, and he'll go to short way to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 4-1. David Franco gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping into the box, Damian Cannon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Rounded down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Into the box now, Miguel Ibanez. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning. The leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Whiters going back on it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in safely at third, as a run also comes in to score, making it a two-run ball game.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Into the box, Richard Schmidt, as he lines it out to center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. Now at the plate, Gaylord Fink, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and this ball game is tied here in the seventh.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping into the box, Chauncey Clevenger. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Stepping in, Richie Denson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. To third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Elvis Gonzalez. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Grounded to first. Schmidt ranges to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Brett.
Standing in, Brett Ornelas. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Dustin May. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McKee is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 4-4. Now at the plate, Kurt McKee. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Digging in the switch hitter, William Reese.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Gonzalez has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Damian.
Into the box, Damian Cannon. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. One there. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. 9th inning coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Digging in once again, Cliff Whiters.
Leading up for Northwest Arkansas.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 0-2. Here it comes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Cannon backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Rick James.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rick James. First offering on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 4-4. Into the box now, Richard Schmidt. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
The right fielder, number 30, Gaylord Fink.
Standing in, Gaylord Fink. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit to third. James comes up with it. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Chauncey Clevenger.
So striding forward now, Chauncey Clevenger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Coming to the plate now, Russell Farrell. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the pitch. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 1.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Samuels. He's 1 for 4 for the game. A fastball that just misses inside. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Fink is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Vincent.
Settling in now, Vincent Pollock. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. At the plate, Elvis Gonzalez. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there.
And it's the pitcher that makes the play to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Next will be the designated hitter, Richie Denson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Designated hitter, Richie Denson.
Taken high and deep to right. Samuels looking up. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Santa Maria! Look at those boys go.
You're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
This evening's game comes to an end at 5-4, the final tally. The Rockhounds put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Number 57 gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Wow, that was impressive. After 10, the Rockhounds take a win on the walk-off hit out of the ballpark win of the game over the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Well, it's a tied series as the Naturals and the Midland Rockhounds take 1-1 in the October series. Well, game number 3 will be coming up in just a little bit. We'll take a hour or maybe 2 hours before we start the third game of our 4-game set with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And after that, the Rockhounds, after game 4, we'll have the Tulsa Drillers come in. And most likely we continue our October series. Last day of Rockhounds baseball will be on October 31st. And then we'll see y'all back in March. Well, anyway, we'll see y'all later, and our final from Midland tonight, 5-4, the final.